I lie down to me.
Yeah, you can. So that's something I can try. Where's the hook? This side. This side. The face maybe go to this side.
你要不要呼吸啊？你不需要呼吸的话无所谓。
You got a hole down here.
That's okay.
为医学献身。
没事，我发图片给你。
You can see the spleen is puffy. There's a hole.
这里就肯定是虚了，肺这个地方啊，心也不强。而且这边靠一点，这个冷一点。Hot, this side cold. 这个 liver 这个地方都是有一些那个什么的，鼓起来，但不是太明显。但这边地方鼓起来多一点。spleen，所以是 spleen damp。And also liver stagnation because it feels tight, and it's all the way affecting his even kidney area.
So by your examination,
this area.
all the organs affected.
然后你摸下去呢，整个感觉是这样的，就是说这个地方稍微 warm, slightly warmer right here, and cold starting spleen. Okay. This is all warm, colder.
So if you were putting together a herbal formula for Max, what would you give him?
Well, I will start from the spleen.
Okay.
I'll start from the spleen. So I possibly would do, I'm going to say, 桂皮 or 四君子 or 六君子.
Okay.
And then, yeah, 桂皮 or 四君子 六君子. Then plus
So
some of the
make
So I will use 加减 plus like 二至丸 四君 plus 二至丸 再加一些寺庙.
That's good. I think that's a good idea.
Why use smell?
寺庙 for damp.
这里特别紧。
这边紧是吧？这说明什么 ？liver 开始 invading spleen 了。
感觉这边好像比较好了，是吧？
但是 kidney 倒是这个地方显得不像那个下面那么明显。确实是，而且温度是 cold， 这个地方是 cold， 所以它这个地方 spleen 也是 cold。当你走到这上面就开始 warm 了。
对，这里非常
cold 的话就是痒。
So you work first on drying his dump?
Yes, or try to find spleen and dry the damp, and then do some 二至 to just to balance for the yin.
这个腰靠近腰部，
这边
对，就是这个温度它绝对不一样，它就明显的低于上过了。
对，你看他这个脸也是这样嘛，脸那么红，对吧？
是啊，对呀。
脸就是虚热上是
腰不是冷的，
实际上是虚热嘛。
对。
Because the back reflects the same of the front. The face are all red, flush face, and the upper part of the back from the liver above, warmer, from the spleen down, colder. So there's actually deficient heat uprising.
上热下汗。
Yes. But because his condition is not typical like young deficiency, kind of a lack of anchoring, not suitable for anything like 桂枝干姜附子. It's not like that. If it's a 桂枝干姜附子, this one tummy, lower tummy should be very cold. Then I will use 附子干姜, but he's not the case. 四君子六君子. Yeah. Yes, and 二至丸. So
how many years after leave? That's the main thing.
你得问我的教授. You have to ask my professor. Yeah. Okay, so I think you more or less get you some idea now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go back to, or just discuss a bit more for the strategy, where to go, how to really to decide which meridian particular. Okay. This is a more a kind of constitutional diagnosis. But when a patient comes to you, you can't really go through the whole body, sort of upside down. You do need to really save your time, go straight forward. Yeah.
My
So go
question
ahead.
is,
Yeah.
you diagnose by the palpation to find so many things, so many yin, yang, qi, blood, different organs. So, which one the key point? Which one? So how to treat? Like
Your pulse,
yeah.
your pulse already tells us. You take a pulse, both side pulse is very weak, but qi is weaker. So that's why I decided to work on the qi.
Qi.
Yeah, your both yin is weak too.
But the qi, if the 25 qi too much, also can cause the qi stagnation.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, that's in theory, but quite often.
I try take the syringe and the 补中一丸 before. I feel more bloat.
So because that's why I was saying Liuzhong is better because removing the qi,
Yeah.
and also because your problem is because you have yin deficiency.
Actually,
if you over tonify yourself with qi without moving, without the damp resolving, you're highly possible to get deficient heat. You know, all that's going to
If you
stagnant heat.
wanted a gentle tonic, I would put Shanyao into the formula.
So what?
Shanyao.
山
山药
药
alright.
山药
Actually, I take the
lung,
long
spleen,
and
kidney,
for
but
couple,
softly.
short period. It's okay.
Yeah.
But the take long time, no, still no good.
Still no good. Yes,
Yeah.
just because long can help you to sort out damp. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Plus, also because we haven't mentioned, you do have some qi, the liver qi issues. So they helped a little bit with the qi, the liver issue side. But obviously, it doesn't really. It's not friendly to your spleen. So.
You have a liver qi stagnation.
Yes.
So if you
Stress
move your
level.
qi too much,
Yeah.
then stagnation will get higher. You
Yes.
have to change.
Very
your
often
liver.
to see deficiency and stagnation together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
That's not one single case.
No.
Few conditions mixed together.
That's why the best prescription for you is more sleep and go for a walk.
That's true.
That's the best prescription.
Yeah,
Better than any herb.
Too late.
I know, it's the same. Listen, that's my best prescription is go to bed later and exercise more. Go to bed earlier and exercise more. More sleep, more exercise. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So shall we go back to your question?
Thank you.
You have a little feel on the palpation. I think more or less you get some feelings. You know, what hollow feelings was that? You know, different. And then it's down to you now. If you have your chance to have your hands on your patient, you might discover more. Yeah, discover more. And but the strategy to apply in a real clinic cases, you can't really go through the body all the time. Unless, you know, you do spare 2 hours consultation, you charge them for the time you spend, then, you know, you can do proper in-depth palpation, give them the ideas of that. But for us, to be able to process a straightforward and more precise diagnosis, is to go, you have, this is several principles for you to apply to be able to have a quick but good conclusion. First of all is differentiation on internal organ or meridian disorders. So that means that's why I decided to start from his lung and spleen, because when I touch his pulse, I think his qi is weaker. So and also his lung, particularly showing quite weak, and spleen as well. So I start with only his lung, then spleen. Then we discover more. So when after taking pulse, you already more or less get some ideas what's wrong with that. And also combined with patient's main complaint, the chief symptoms, then you more or less has already got to your own differentiation diagnosis. Then you only just need to go straight forward to touch the meridian. Okay. Then for the meridian itself, you should be able to find something that completely comply with your diagnosis, something might not. So from that point, then you need to think about more, explore more. Right. So like they say, when we start to check, okay, Dr. Ma's meridian, his spleen 3 is very weak on the right side, left side as well. But interestingly, his left spleen 6 is very empty and very sensitive. That means something we haven't found out. It could be indicating, considering the point of the nature of the point, that could indicate some yin deficiency. Yeah, so you need to really discover or explore on your liver, on the kidney meridian. So that's how we find out more further. Yeah, and actually on his pulse, we also find out is liver 3, one side weaker, one side more puffier, then that normally indicates something else, troubles, and very sharp pains on the right side, on the left side. You know.
If you would have, from the very beginning, without taking too long with the patient, if from the beginning you got enough evidence that he is liver qi stagnation or spleen,
Well, you already can see.
so
that,
if you would have known from the beginning, would you still go through all this diagnosis, or will you say I had enough?
Well, to be honest, because in my clinic I'm quite busy,
Yeah.
almost every day fully booked, so I can't really spend too much time.
Okay.
So some of the case, after take pulse and tongue, I think it's straightforward condition. I don't necessarily go down to the palpation.
Okay.
Right?
It's only when it's
So-
complicated.
Yeah, so only when it's getting too complicated,
Right.
only when it becomes like, when my first diagnosis didn't really succeed as much as I did, expected, then I say, let's do more further exploration. So I do, just like the Western doctors go and send you for examinations, so ultrasound shows something wrong, then they're treating, nothing improved, they send you for MRI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do the same thing, but by different methods.
Right.
Yeah. So the second principle is differentiation of specific meridian disorders. So that means if the patient coming with you with a certain symptoms directly linked to a particular meridian, then you just go straight to the meridian. You can just decide that. So the third, differentiation of main condition from constitutional imbalance. So again, when you find out the constitutional troubles all along, the symptoms of that, then you can, for example, like a patient who has running and blocked nose all year long, and he doesn't have any sort of palpation, pain or sensitivities around his nose, that in that case, you might need to consider more a weak constitution problem. Then you need to explore more. Liver, spleen, and lung, and kidney. Okay. The last principle is decide on where to palpate and compare between different potential imbalance meridians. That's what we did. When you palpate and you do compare both sides and do find out if there's any difference between both sides. Texture-wise, sensitivity-wise, temperature-wise, and all those different natures of that reaction. So a treatment of precise differentiation, integration of pulse, tongue reading with meridian palpation diagnosis. So again, we've already, when we do that, I don't really emphasize it because I don't say, my palpation is supreme clever, I don't need anything else. I would say, for us to be a practitioner, it's the purpose of doing palpation or pulse reading or tongue reading is not really to show your cleverness, it's to gather as much useful information as possible to put into your diagnosis and put into your practice and treatment. So don't exclude your good skills of tongue reading, pulse reading, or anything else, or even face reading. So like Dr. Ma's face already shows a lot of things. We can already put that into consideration. That gives you more precise ideas. So, again, to be able to do that, you do a review on pulse and tongue reading process, and then integrate in meridian palpation reading force, or even to rectify a more precise differential diagnosis. So, say, when you find out on your palpation something you didn't really look, you didn't find out from pulse reading and tongue reading, the palpation can give you a bit more ideas. Yeah. Right, so now, let's have a little practice on this case. It's a distant diagnosis and treatment advice. So, this patient was my ex-student, where I teach in London, and she graduated, and she developed a certain symptom. So she sent me email to ask me for advice. Okay, so let's read. So, an email from my ex-student. Dear Liuzhong, how are you? I hope you remember me and that you are keeping well. I'm currently in the middle of my relocation to Italy and would like to ask if you could help me with a health issue that is bothering me. I have an unpleasant fishy smell coming from the vagina, which I attribute to internal cold and eventual kidney yang deficiency. I'm a cold person with cold limbs and have often been troubled by bladder infections due to Escherichia coli overgrowth. Would you be able to send me some herbs for this problem? Okay, right. This is her tongue. So I said, could you please send me a photo of a tongue for me to process a proper diagnosis? Unfortunately,